down.
Hi, everyone. I'm with Bettina Jones. She is our expert on the elevator speeches, and I'm so excited to talk to her today. A little bit about Bettina. She is founder and owner of Virtual Clickworks. And if you look in the chat area, I'm sure my VA is here. She'll be putting down Bettina's URL and different things for you. Bettina, she moved on from a career in corporate and is enjoying the view in the rear view mirror. Since taking the leap from employee to founder, she hasn't looked back. And I'm excited to have her with us. This is kind of my second time meeting her. She's a speaker at our vavirtuosos.com this season, and she's going to be talking about unlocking your superpower, mastering the art of the elevator speech. And a little bit about VA Virtuosos. If you are a freelancer or a virtual assistant, you're going to want to attend. Bettina's got a coupon here right down below or in the chat area, wherever that chat area is for you, to get into it for free. So use our coupon code. You'll get into the live sessions, the silver ticket for free. And we've got 20 speakers. Bettina's just one of 20 speakers here. So I'm excited to have her here with us, and I'm looking forward to your speaking. But Bettina, tell me, share a bit about you, what's happening in your business, what you do. I'd love to hear.
Sure. So I'm a virtual assistant, obviously, but I consider myself a virtual business consultant. And the reason why is I have more than 15 years of high level corporate experience. And I was finding that the type of work that I enjoy doing and that people wanted was more like brainstorming and strategy and creating graphics and all these wonderful things. So it felt like a level up. I'm really excited because at the end of fourth quarter, I'll be celebrating 2 years of being in business. And as an entrepreneur, that's something to celebrate. So I'm really excited about that. And what I have coming up in my business is I'm also a life coach. And I decided I want to help virtual assistants that are new to the business shorten their learning curve and help them with mindset and helping them get in touch with their essential self so that they could really thrive and find the type of work that they enjoy. So that's something new on the horizon that's I'm creating. And yeah, that's what's happening with me right now and in my business and where I am today.
It sounds so exciting. Like I can remember, I'm talking like 20 years ago when I was like just 2 years in business kind of thing. And it's just like, what an exciting life to just go online and work. I mean, there's no better place to do it. You're in your home office, I just love it.
And those of us who work from home, we were perfectly positioned for, the pandemic.
Yes.
We did not have to struggle to get our home offices going and things like that, where a lot of corporations and small businesses, either lost money or had to figure that out on the fly. That was very costly. So we're actually very privileged and honored to be able to work from home.
Yeah, like my business has flourished from the pandemic. I hate to say that, but it has.
Yes.
Where there's other people that it just hasn't been that way. But working from home, yeah, it's amazing. I don't even know how I could even go back to corporate world now. I think about that, like I have to get up and put clothes on at whatever time in the morning, right?
Yes, and there's not even the temptation to go back into an office.
Yeah.
I will say, since the pandemic, I miss going. There were times that I would love going to coffee shops because it was a way to get a little socialization and see other people. But that'll come back when the time is right and we're in the right position.
See,
globally.
And we were missing that too. And in the VA Insiders, we have these get it done days where we come on Zoom for 3 hours and we hang out, right? And we work in our business. So
That's perfect. I do that with friends and accountability partners.
yeah.
We call them go-go duns.
Oh, go duns. I love that. That's so cute. We just ours are get her done days. So yeah, no. So tell me a little bit about what your session's going to be about.
Oh, I am so excited. My session is it's I have found when I first went into business 2 years ago, or almost 2 years ago, I was going to a lot of networking events. And people would ask me, "What do you do?" And I would say, "Well, I'm a virtual assistant." And they're like, "Well, what is that?" And I'm like, "Well, like when you're in an office and you have an executive assistant, that's what I do, but I do it from home." And people would still like, "Okay." So I found a way, with some support of a very dear friend, of of crafting my elevator pitch,
Mhm.
like with a beginning, addressing pain points so that people could start to see the picture that I painted of how I could support them as a business partner or as a collaborator, as their virtual assistant.
Mhm.
And I'll tell you, once I got down my elevator pitch, within 2 weeks, I found 6 clients.
Yeah.
And without the elevator pitch, it was just like me fumbling and stumbling with my words. And then once I got this down, then I started to see the transition to actually gaining clients. So I'll be talking about how to start an elevator pitch, what you want to address. There are 3 ways that you could do an elevator pitch. There's the benefit, there's being unique, and there's also addressing resistance. So that's what my session's going to be about.
We lost your camera for some reason, Bettina.
Yeah, I see that. I just kept on talking.
We need you back on the screen here. Nobody wants to look at me. They want to see you.
I uh
I don't
yeah,
know
it
what
just says
happened.
at the bottom, your camera and sources will appear here. My camera appears to be on, so I'm not sure. We could do this. Oh, let me click on camera. I see. I don't know if
Oh,
this will
there
do
you're back.
anything.
You're back.
Oh, okay. That was strange. The
I
camera
know.
just stopped off.
Technology has
But
not been my thing this year or this week. We
that's
had
that's okay. You know what?
deadlines all week.
I was in a theatrical ensemble, and so I was taught, like, if a piece of your costume falls off, just keep talking.
Yeah,
Just keep going on with the show.
yeah, exactly. But back to the elevator speech. Yes, that is the most important thing. If you can't introduce yourself and tell people what you do, you know.
Right. Right. And people, when we go to networking events, people are very forgiving. However, it I like to tie in my elevator pitch where well, actually, let me back up for a second. I've gone to like high level networking events, and people come up to me afterwards and say, "Your messaging is so on point." And to me, that's telling me that I crafted something really well. I kind of figured out the ins and outs, and it's really practice, like anything. Any new skill, we have to practice and be comfortable and just be our authentic self.
Mhm.
So and we tell elevator pitches to become like to gain sales.
Mhm.
Like, it would be great to be able to give our work away, but we need to earn a living. And so I don't feel like I come across, I just be my authentic self, and people seem to respond to it. And I think it could be, regardless of what type of personality you are. I'm an ambivert, so I'm extroverted and introverted. People
Mhm.
are introverted, you could still incorporate this as your communications and marketing plan.
Mhm. Well,
So
what was it? Elevator speeches. The beginning of them was something like you had 60 minutes going up the elevator to tell the
right.
CEO what you did or something to sell yourself, right? And
Yes.
yeah,
Or to talk about your project if
yeah,
you're in corporate environment. Yes. Yes. Like, because and also people don't have a long um uh time expansion. I can't think of the word, sorry. Bandwidth.
mhm,
It's like they want to hear, unless they're really in really interested in your services, then they'll ask you more and be more engaging. But
mhm.
often I go to networking events in the round robins where you have 45 seconds to 60 seconds to speak.
Yeah,
And you don't want to just rush through it, but you want to make find points where really, when I say storyteller or paint a picture where someone can say, I'm struggling with that. I want to talk to him or her for some help.
Exactly. Well, I'm
So,
really excited about this because I feel like this is something that freelancers, virtual assistants, they really, really struggle with. A lot of us are introverts and
yes.
they just don't even want to talk out loud in publicly, right? But
Right.
once you have a strategy, which you're going to help us with, and some, uh, you you can just memorize it, right?
Yes. Yes. And it's
And then
simple techniques.
mhm,
Yeah, I will tell you, the way that I memorized my elevator pitch was I put it up on my mirror in the bathroom, and I would have a copy of it in my car. So when I stopped at stoplights or if I was in a
mhm,
parking lot, I would just practice it.
yeah,
And I would practice it with friends. And then, and it just became, it's really second nature and it's a natural extension of ourselves. That's how
yeah,
I think of it.
yeah.
So, yeah.
If you just keep practicing and practicing, I mean, we never forget the words to the happy birthday song, happy birthday to you, right?
That's right. Exactly.
Said it so many times, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And
So,
also, once we memorize it, like one thing I like to point out, or I will point out, is that when we're freelancers or virtual assistants, sometimes our business model shifts a little bit,
mhm,
and you will be able to, like, if somebody has, like, there's somebody you want to work with, you met them, you could always slightly adjust your elevator pitch because you already have it memorized
mhm,
to, like, still, like, include them in the conversation.
yeah,
I do that many times, and nobody knows, like, I'm the only one who knows, so it's fantastic.
yeah. I'm really excited about your presentation because you hit it right on the knot too about like if you walk in and you think you're going to be talking to a bunch of coaches and all of a sudden it's a bunch of realtors in there,
Yes.
right? You
Hmm.
have these strategies to just switch it up and,
Yeah.
yeah, relate
Yeah.
right to them exactly, so
Yeah, and
I'm
it's just like
excited.
a slight shift, that's all that's needed, and it's like,
Mhm,
then you get the head nods and like, "Oh, okay, I never thought of that." Or, "Can I have your business card? I'd like to reach out to you." And
yeah,
that's like that is the first step, like people asking for our business cards or us offering in them, accepting them, because
mhm,
then we wanna move on to a discovery call,
yeah,
which will lead us
to
further
that new
to getting
client.
sales. Yes.
Uh, Tell me a little bit about how you got into the VA world, like, into the doing your service-based business.
Sure. Well, I have to say, for me, I got tired of working in corporate. I'm an East Coaster in the United States originally. I am from Connecticut. I worked in New York City, so I always had like these incredible jobs. And then I moved to the Pacific Northwest, and I couldn't find a job. And I'm in Seattle. It's beautiful, but it is not the same energy or the same dynamics. And I couldn't find work where people were really striving to achieve. So I got fed up. I started life coach training and I said, I'm leaving corporate. And I was like, but I need to make money now.
Mhm.
And so I decided to leverage all my experience of my 15 years and start my business. And um, I'm sure you could remember, Tanya, it was challenging figuring out everything you had to do. I no longer had an IT department. I was IT, all these
Yeah,
things that I had to do, my creating a website, I figured it out, all these things. So it was more like just getting tired of doing the 9 to 5 and not finding fulfilling work where I knew I had more to offer. And to my surprise, when I started my business, I didn't realize how much not business knowledge I had gained. And now I use it for my clients. And if there's a client I don't like, I have the right to fire them.
yeah,
We couldn't fire our bosses if we didn't like a boss or a manager or a colleague. But so that's been my transition, and that's how I got into my business. And I love it. I have to say, I really love it.
yeah, I don't think there's any other job I'd ever want. It's always challenging because 'cause you're always learning something new.
Yes.
You have the hats of all these different people, from the
Mhm.
web developer to the marketer to the whatever, and,
Right.
yeah, it's a lot of fun if
Well,
you like challenge.
but we discover what I've discovered is, or along with that, like how resilient I am, how flexible and adaptable. And I'm a learner. So there are times, I don't know about you, but like sometimes when there's a software I have to learn, there's like a maybe a 24, 48-hour fit, like, I mean, fit like a child having a fit, like a little fitty. And then, like, once you get over that little learning, I'm like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. And
Mhm.
like, that's the kind of things that we learn as entrepreneurs or being small business owners. So it's been a journey, but I'm very happy with it. So,
It's never boring.
no, it's not.
Yeah, if you want a boring job, I probably wouldn't become a virtual assistant. Although you can be a virtual assistant for other people where you just do specific stuff and that's all you do,
Yes.
right? But
Yes.
having your own business, being an independent entrepreneur, yeah,
Yeah,
there's
building our networks, everything, you know. But it is it's not for everyone, but I would say, and I was someone who I was like, I don't ever want to be an entrepreneur. Like it was, even though I have entrepreneurs in my family, I was like, nope, I love corporate America. I love my steady paycheck. I love my insurance. I love this. And till I didn't. And so I feel like I'm peeling off the layers also still of like corporate think and things like that. So it's part of the journey.
I didn't realize you were in Seattle. Like you're like 2 hours away from me.
Are you in Vancouver?
Yeah, Vancouver, Canada, though.
Yes, yeah. It's on my list to come and visit.
Okay, well, you've got a place to stay. As soon as this COVID thing's all over and they open up the borders
Oh,
again, yeah, definitely.
thank you. Well, likewise, I have a 2 bedroom apartment in Seattle. So if you ever want to come down, you're more than welcome.
Oh,
Thank you. I'm going to take you up on that.
see, we both. Um, let me see if you. I want to encourage you guys to come. Let me tell you about her presentation. Uh, it's October 19th is our 5-day summit starts. It's free to attend if you use the coupon code that's in the chat area right now and the link. I think it's Bettina 100. But
Yes.
yeah, you'll get in for free with a silver ticket, and we're excited to have you. Uh, the recordings and stuff are gold tickets, so if you want them, you're going to have to upgrade, but you can learn a lot just by attending live. You get to
Mm.
network with the speakers in between. You get to hear their 1 hour presentations, their Q&A. Bettina, she's going to be talking about unlock your superpower, master the art of the elevator speech. And every time we attend a networking event, online or in person, it's a golden opportunity to tell your story. What do you do? And this is what Bettina is so special at. This is where being a master storyteller, AKA sharing our elevator speech, is golden. And a well told elevator speech leads to referrals, which lead to discovery calls. And what's that, everyone? It's new clients. So,
Yes.
yes,
Yay.
selling your
I,
services goes beyond like the social media outlets and websites. It also includes the verbal art form, which Bettina is going to teach us, the
yes.
elevator pitch, pitch, pitch. So I'm excited about your presentation, Bettina.
Thank you. I see in the chat, Latasha, I hope I said that, Latasha Williams can't get the coupon code to work.
Give my VA 1 second and it will work for you.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
I'm sure it's just something little. And my VA is Proactive Executive Solutions. She's in there. So she'll help you out, Latasha. No worries there. But yeah, I'm really excited.
Me too.
Bettina's gonna discover 3 types of elevator pitches and
Hmm.
decide which suits your best style and business. Uh,
Right.
and the 3 types are based on benefit, resistance, and uniqueness. And
Yes.
yeah, I'm really excited because if we can't tell others what we do
Mm,
or how we can help them, actually, it's not really what we can do, it's how we can help them, right, Bettina?
right. Absolutely. How
Then
can we
no one's
support
gonna,
them?
mhm,
Hmm.
people aren't going to be interested in hearing any more from you. And you want at the back of the room after the event, everybody clamming around you saying, hey, can I
Right.
get your business card? Or how can that's ideal
Absolutely.
situation. And
Yeah. Yeah. And also I have to say with the messaging that I was able to create for my own business in the elevator pitch, like I just within the last 2 weeks, people that I met over a year ago contacted me with referrals. Which is wonderful. Like they remembered me and said, you know what, I met somebody and they could use your help,
mhm,
which led to, potential business for me. And I think I want to also say when you master your elevator pitch, you also begin to collect business cards from other people, and so
mhm.
now you're building your network because it's reciprocity. It's not just one way, it's two ways, so that you could help others grow, that are small entrepreneurs, freelancers, small business owners. And that's what being in business is all about, like supporting each other.
Uh,
So,
Bettina, is there any piece of advice you have for anyone other than go attend VAVS, our VA Virtuosos Summit next week?
mhm.
If you're a freelancer. Other than that, is there any kind of advice you'd want to give anyone maybe just starting out or thinking about becoming a VA or anything like that?
Sure. I would say the biggest piece of advice is like, know that you could create your own future. Um, and yes, fear will come up and there will be ups and downs, but like, again, with resilience, support, and people that are your cheerleaders, go for it. Like if you've always wanted to start your own business and it's been on the side of your mind, and I know people call it a side hustle for a long time, keeping your full-time job, but it doesn't have to be a side hustle. I don't believe in side hustles. I believe in being in flow, and I
Mhm.
say make your dream happen.
Yeah, great advice. I've been doing it for 20 years as a virtual assistant. It's definitely not a side hustle. It
Right.
it's a real job. Like it's
Yes,
a business. It's not a job. It's a business. I have a
it
business.
is.
I have people working for me. It's
Yeah.
amazing. And yeah, if you want to have the freedom to do what you want, work with whoever you want,
Hmm.
work wherever you want. You can work at the beach. You can
I
work
was
in
just
your
gonna say you can work anywhere. Like you could still go. I had a prospective client ask me, "Well, what will happen if you go on vacation?" I said, "I always have my laptop with
yeah.
me, and we will always create a plan, so it's not going to be an issue."
Mhm.
Because I don't work for anybody 8 hours a day, not one person.
Mm-mm.
So you could still get work done and take your vacations with your friends, your family, or go on retreat and still have the opportunity to be of support.
Yeah,
So,
it's an amazing career. And I want to encourage all of you to attend the free event. It's
yes.
free for a $37 silver ticket. I do have upgrades if you want the recordings and things, but the initial thing just to come and watch all the speakers at their time slots. We've got 20 speakers. Bettina is just one of these lovely speakers this week. I'll be doing a couple more Facebooks with a couple of the other ones, but yeah, you gotta attend. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. And can I just say, Tanya,
Mhm.
congratulations to you. I know this is your 19th year of putting on this conference,
Mhm.
and that is no small feat. In a former life, I was an event planner, and I know it could be like herding cats. So, congratulations on your success. Is one as a business owner, but putting on this and offering these services for so many people. It's truly remarkable. So, congratulations and brava to you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it's been 10 years. We're doing them twice a year. Now we're doing them once a year.
Oh,
19,
wow.
19, this is our 19th time doing this.
Okay.
And it's my favorite time of the year. Like I just
Mm.
meet all these wonderful speakers like you and virtual assistants and just get to share. And I love it because it's my networking time with my people because I
Sure.
get to come in and get to talk to everyone and get to know people again. It's sometimes that's the only time we connect up again is at the next VA Virtuosos. So,
Oh, sure, sure.
but
Time goes quickly.
well, I'm so thrilled to have you speaking with us again. Check in the chat area. Bettina, I don't know which day she speaks on, but
I'm speaking on the 21st at 3 p.m.
there you go.
I'm looking at my calendar.
And that's 3 p.m. Pacific time. We
Pacific time. Yes.
from 9 till 3 or 9 till 4, 5 days. So you're getting 20 speakers, 4 speakers a day, and
Mm,
some amazing topics. And they all revolve around finding and retaining clients, which is the
yes.
most important thing for us as
Right.
freelancers, as virtual assistants. And Bettina, she's going to be talking about unlock your superpower, master the art of the elevator speech. So I'm so excited to have you next.
Thank you.
Another week or oh, it's coming up
2
here really
weeks.
quick.
It's so
Yeah,
quick. Yes, yes. And I have to say the speakers that you have are phenomenal. I cannot wait to tune in. I truly cannot wait to like watch everyone, and I will be.
yeah. All the speakers are. It's a no pitch event, so all the speakers are virtual assistants themselves. So you're coming, you're getting education, and
Hmm.
they're from people that have been there and are doing it. And I don't think there's any other way to learn from other freelancers and virtual assistants that have been
Right,
there, done it, or are doing it. So,
right, right. So
all right. Well, thank you,
fantastic.
Bettina. It's been a pleasure having you
Thank
here,
you. Thank you, Tanya.
and
Really.
look forward to it in a couple of weeks, hearing your
Yeah.
presentation.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Have a
And
great day.
yeah, but sees everyone, and put your questions. I don't see any questions right now, but if you have questions, put them in the chat area. We will both be watching it to answer any questions you have. So thank
Hmm.
you.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Have a great day.